In the previous video, we talked about registration and hosting of a domain. Today, we'll be talking about CPanel, an online control panel to simplify website and server management. We will continue with the website we registered yesterday, steambell.africa. To access the CPanel, on the address bar, we type the domain name /cpanel. For this case, steambell.africa/cpanel. We input our username and password given to us by our host, not the registrar, the host. We have dealt with that in the previous video. In case you missed it, you can access the video in the description link below. On the left-hand corner of the CPanel, we can find notices and statistics about our hosting. If you expand the statistics, you can see more details. Your main domain is steambell.africa, and the space you have used is just 2.13 megabytes. We have the preferences where you can access the Getting Started wizard tutorial. You can watch video tutorials as well. You can change your password and other security related information. You can update your contact information, change style, change language, and shortcuts. In the mail section, we can create email accounts. We can access webmail. These are the two important aspects we should be bothered with right now. So to create an email account, we could start with an email, say info. We choose a password for it. We confirm the password. We specify the number of the quota. That's the number of megabytes. We can leave it at 100 for a start. And we are good. So we can access the webmail. We can configure the email client. We can configure calendar and contacts. But let's go back to the CPanel. So in the files, we have various functions and components here. You can backup wizard, file manager, web disks, FTP accounts, but the most important one for us here is the file manager. Click on it and we say go. It shows us all the files we have on the server. From the file manager, we can actually upload the files we have on our system to the server directly. Let's quickly create a simple HTML file and try to upload it to the server. So having created a very simple HTML file, I will upload to my server directly via the file manager, like this. Select the file. Now let's try to access it. This is heading 1. There you go. So that's the very simple HTML file that we have uploaded into our website online via the file manager in the CPanel. So let's go back. So in the logs, there are actually some very interesting analytics that we could look at from here. We could look at the latest visitors, the bandwidth, the web analyzer, using FTP as well, AW stats, and so on. Let's look at AW stats. Steambell Africa, let's view it. There are also some security features here. And then domains, if you want to create a subdomain like elearning.stimbellafrica.africa, no, elearning.stimbell.africa. This is PHP admin, my admin for creation of databases using PHP, my SQL database wizard. So another important aspect is the software and services. These are very, very important software services that one can use to build a robust website. I love Softaculous. That is where we can install WordPress. So let's use this opportunity to install WordPress on our website. The installation URL is one of the most important fields that we need to handle with extreme care. So this is Stimbell.Africa, and this is what we have. For the purpose of learning, we are not going to install the WordPress on this directory. We want to install it in a subdirectory, like let's say practice. So that means I am going to create, where is this? Yes, create a directory here called practice, so that I can easily uninstall at any time or delete whenever I want to. I will just say, this is a practice website. Or this is a temporary website. You say welcome. Practice. Password practice. Info. Install. X, Y, Z. 1, 2, 3. So this information is very, very important. You need to save it. The administrative URL is stimbell.africa/practice/wp.admin. And then the installation URL is this. The user so we can now go back to CPanel. And these are advanced tools. So far so good. We've done justice to CPanel. In the next class, we are going to build a full WordPress website. We change the theme, we'll make our own designs, and by the end of the next class, hopefully we would have come up with a very good website.